The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is CNEagles.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson Newman, safeties and special teams coach Dino Waits. Today we're talking special teams as our position previews continue. And Dino, a group highlighted by kickoff returns. The all-time leader in kickoff return yards, Treshaun Ward, and one of 5 guys to return 2 kicks for touchdowns in a single season in Carson Newman history. That's Lonnie Williams, a preseason All-American. What about that duo back there returning kicks for you this year?
Excited to have those two, and mostly, for Treshaun, just to get to see him progress as a returner and then really as a leader. It's great for special teams. It's great for the team as a whole, really. And so just to watch him develop as a returner, as a player, and as a man, it's been great. And then Lonnie, just a special returner, just a special guy with the ball in his hand, really all around. And so, the great thing about having those guys back there is you can expect something exciting to happen. And the really great thing about it is it creates belief. And, once you get the guy that's blocking for you to believe that you can take it back, then they're going to block harder. It creates way more opportunities. So it's an awesome thing. It works out both ways for everybody.
I think this team definitely believes that Treshaun Ward can take one back. No kickoff returns for touchdowns in his career, yet he has 6 career returns longer than 50 yards.
That's a tough one. The good thing about him is, you can't shake him. It's kind of one of those things that you'll be like, it can give a bad attitude, a bad taste in your mouth, but you don't shake Treshaun Ward. It doesn't matter, what situation he is. He knows that he's going to have an opportunity to finish one of those. He's working on finishing one, and he will. He'll finish one before, this year is over with. And I got strong confidence in him. He got confidence in the blockers and confidence in himself. He'll get one in.
Definitely feels like he's due. Has had several called back as well. Kicking game, it appears that a freshman has entered the mix, at least in terms of field goals and kicking off. Carson Wise, a transfer out of Virginia Tech, 4 years of eligibility remaining. What's he done to insert himself into that discussion?
It's been awesome for us as far as, that specialty group of guys for kickers, snappers. You got Dusty Nance. So we got a young snapper in that Dusty's getting to work with and going to make him better. Adding Carson to it, having a kicker there, that's a great weapon. But those guys are built off of competition. It's good to have, more than one kicker that you're counting on. If you got, we have Ben Ogle coming back for his last year. So it's making Ben better. Carson is pushing him and Ben's pushing Carson. It's great competition. And, this guy's, they're kicking 47-yard field goals like they're just chip shots. And it's been great. It's been a great, competition this camp to watch happen and see develop. And so.
Talk about competition at punter as well. Charlie Ray graduates. You'd think maybe a guy with the athleticism of an Alex Good could do well back there, but obviously he doesn't have any eligibility left. What's the competition been like trying to fill in the role of punter?
Same thing. We actually brought a couple freshmen in that are doing a great job. Had a couple surprises, actually, how you kind of just try anybody out at punter and just see what you got on your team. We had a guy in Ethan Goforth who came in. He's actually going to be playing baseball at Carson Newman also. Was just a holder, ended up punting for us on a tryout, and we were like, hey, he's pretty good too. And so we got Christian, a freshman from Georgia, come in, and he has a humongous leg, a great punter. And then we have Drew, who's been here, and behind Charlie, and continue to get better and better. And bringing those guys in behind Drew, he's been doing. He's stepped his game up so much higher just because those guys came in. Also, a kid from Florida who's pretty consistent. He's going to be really good for us over. His name's Corey. So we got a great group right there. It kind of, went from having slim, to we're stacked in great competition in the specialty group.
One other preseason All-America within the special teams category. You mentioned him earlier, Dusty Nance, 320 career snaps in extra point, field goal, and punt situations, no kicks blocked.
Yes, sir.
What's he done to be successful in that through his career?
Dusty is a great guy you want to have around people. He's his character is second to none. Never had to question anything that he does. And, a lot of times those guys, the kickers and specialty guys, they end up being on the other field, kind of away from everybody. And, what are those guys up there doing? He's kind of be the leader for those guys. He kind of organize things. He always give me the report back, charts back. And, he's taking the young guy under his wing. And Dusty is a consistent guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's looking to do. You know, he's not high, he's not low. He's consistently working every time. And like I said, one of the guys that you always want to be around people because he wants the best out of people. And so he does a great job. That's a great person to have in that specialty group.
Dino, pleasure as always, and good luck this season.
Thank you, sir.
Carson Newman, safeties and special teams coach Dino Waits. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is SeeingEagles.com.